guys, so today we're going to do story time, and I have a book that we're going to read today. It's a really good one. So before we start, I wonder, do you guys know about different animals that live in the ocean? Maybe do you have a favorite fish or sea creature that you really like? I know I do. My favorite sea creature is the turtle. That's my favorite one. If you really like the ocean, I think you're really going to enjoy today's book. Today we are reading Swimmy by Lionni. And this book is about a little fish named Swimmy. Now, Swimmy belongs to a school of fish, and he doesn't exactly look like all the other fish in his school. And we're going to read about that today. Okay, let's start. Okay. Let's see. Can y'all see that? A happy school of little fish lived in a corner of the sea somewhere. They were all red. Only one of them was black as a mussel shell. He swam faster than his brothers and sisters, and his name was Swimmy. And there's Swimmy right there with all of his school friends. One day, a tuna fish, swift, fierce, and very hungry, came darting through the waves. In one gulp, he swallowed all the little red fish, but only Swimmy escaped. Oh no, there's the tuna fish. He swam away in the deep, wet world. He was scared, lonely, and very sad. Aw. There's Swimmy all by himself. But the sea was full of wonderful creatures, and he swam from marvel to marvel. Swimmy was happy again. He saw a Medusa made up of a rainbow jelly. It's a jellyfish. He also saw a lobster who walked about like a water-moving machine. Ooh, there's a lobster. Look at those claws. Wow. He also saw a strange fish pulled by an invisible thread. A forest of seaweed growing from sugar candy rocks. Wow, look at those seaweed. He also saw an eel whose tail was almost too far away to remember. And sea anemones who looked like pink palm trees swaying in the wind. Those do look just like palm trees. Then, hidden in the dark shade of rocks and weeds, he saw a school of fish just like his own. "Let's go and swim and play and see things," he said happily. "We can't," said the little fish. "The big fish will eat all of us." "But you can't just lie there," said Swimmy. "We have to think of something." And there is the new school of fish he found, and there's Swimmy. Let's see what happens. Swimmy thought and thought and thought, and suddenly he said, "I have it! We are going to swim all together, just like the biggest fish in the sea." So there's Swimmy. He's getting all of the school of fish together. He taught them to swim very close together, each in their own place. Oh, wow, look. So there's Swimmy, and everyone's gathering together. And when they had learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, "I will be the eye." Look, there we go. We got one huge fish made up of little fish and Swimmy. And so they swam in the cool morning water and in the midday sun, and they chased all the big fish away. There's the big fish leaving. That one. The end. Okay, guys, so now that we've read our story, why don't we talk about it a little bit? So, question time. Do you guys think that the bigger fish will continue to bother the little fish? I don't think so either. I think that now that the new school of fish has a way to protect themselves against the big fish, I think they're going to be left alone from now on. So, what can we learn from this story, guys? I think it's important that we can learn that even when we're faced with really big problems, if we think hard enough, maybe we can come up with a creative solution. Just like Swimmy did. He did not fit in. He was very different from everyone else. And he used it to his advantage. He used it to find his very own place in a new school. I think that's very important. So, how do you think Swimmy felt in the beginning of the story when he lost his old school? Find the page. When he lost his friends. I think he probably felt very sad. I mean, it can be lonely when you're the only fish in a big sea. So, I think he was probably really sad and really lonely. So, for our last question, have you ever seen any of the animals that are in this story in person? I know maybe you live near the beach or you visited an aquarium, but let me know, have you seen any of these animals before? I know that I've seen definitely a lobster before at the aquarium, and I've seen a lot of jellyfish. I live by the beach and we see very many jellyfish. So maybe you guys have seen some of these animals too. Okay, that's it for this book, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.